Now remember Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaiah's 70 lakh watch, which had created a huge hue and cry. Well, that watch has come back to haunt him after a stunning revelation from the whistleblower cop Anupama Shenoy, who claims to have proof of how the man who gifted the Chief Minister the Hublot watch worked for a UAE-based entrepreneur who was interestingly granted prime land free of cost to build a hospital, all in the space of a year. Listen in to Anupama Shenoy.
In that letter, I have just requested the Speaker, Shri B.S. Kolewat sir, to protect the hublot watch, which is being placed at Cabinet Hall presently. It is under the Chief Secretary of Karnataka. So, what we have seen is, being from Udupi, two projects from Karnataka, that is regarding Jog Falls tourism development and Udupi's Haji Abdullah Hospital renovation and development. These two projects are handed over to a NRI, Dr. B.R. Shetty, who has a MNC company named as NMC Healthcare. So these two projects are handed over to him. And Dr. Girish Chandra Verma, whom our CM Siddaramaiah sir claims to be his friend, he also works in the same company. So he is a cardiac surgeon working in NMC Healthcare. So we suspect corruption behind this, and I have requested to make an order to register a FIR with the B.S. Kolewat sir.
Have you got any kind of acknowledgement from the Speaker Kolewat on the same, saying that they will be taking necessary action on them?
No, not at all. I have written it on 18th of this month, so I was waiting for the reply. That's it.
Have you tried to speak to Chief Minister on the allegation that you are making, whether you got any kind of clarification from him? Because whatever you are making is multi-crore project allegations, especially 450 crore rupees project which has been given to Girish Chandra Verma.
It is not to Girish Chandra Verma directly. It is given to B.R. Shetty's venture. Okay. So, I have not spoken directly to CM regarding this. I have just written a letter to them. Letter to Speaker, and in future we are going to take legal action in this regard.
Ma'am, have you produced all supporting documents to show that Girish Chandra Verma is a part of that company and there were favors shown by the government violating many laws? You said that it was only, they didn't charge much to hand over the project to that particular MNC by the government.
Presently to Speaker, I have submitted some 6 enclosures along with the letter, which are sufficient to prove that Girish Chandra Verma works in that NMC Healthcare, and watch is being handed over, gifted by him to the CM. So that is more than enough to hold the charges. So later, when there is one investigation agency, when the FIR is registered, we will have an investigation officer and remaining documents, and we have collected RTA documents also, that and other reports, who and all have met whom in order to to pass this project on behalf of them. All those things, all those reports I will submit to the investigation agency. That's it.
What is the demand you have right now?
I request Chief Secretary to register an FIR in this regard.
All right, let me now go across to my colleague Sagai Raj, who of course was speaking to that whistleblower Anupama Shenoy a couple of minutes back. Sagai, at the end of the day, it's a very simple case of quid pro quo that Anupama, the whistleblower, is alleging in this case.
Absolutely. Anupama Shenoy has come out with incriminating allegations against Chief Minister, saying that the Hublot watch, which was being gifted by Girish Chandra Verma, is a worker or an employee in a company which has been owned by B.R. Shetty. And if you see, it is a network which is connecting it. You can clearly make out in the network where Girish Chandra Verma is an employee, is also a chief doctor, where the contract has been given by Karnataka government in Udupi Women's and Child Welfare Hospital to that particular MNC. And the other project, around 450 crores near Jog Falls, is also being sanctioned to the same MNC. and you can connect the dots between these two dealings, that probably he's a person who have gifted, though B.R. Shetty is always been seen with the Chief Minister and his colleagues in several occasions. So we need to wait and watch how Chief Minister is going to defend these allegations made by Anupama Shenoy. Anupama Shenoy had written a letter on 18th to the Speaker Kohli, but so far she did not get any kind of response from them. In fact, earlier also Anupama Shenoy had written letter against the cabinet minister. Even at that point of time, Speaker Kohli went out to say there was not a proper format. The complaint letter was not given in a proper format to him. But so far, the Speaker has not come out with any kind of explanation on this. And when we try to approach this afternoon to the residence of Speaker, he was not available for any reaction.
All right, Sagar, stay with us. Let me also now bring in my colleague Ritanshu, who's joining me with all the details from the newsroom. Ritanshu, you have the letter with you, which has all the details that you can just put in perspective as far as what the quid pro quo was all about, the contracts, the way the land was given. You have all those details in that letter.
Indeed, Gauri. I have with me a sequence of all the documents which piece together what our colleague Sagaraj has been saying, and we'll run that with a graphic which explains all that I'm going to say right away. Exhibit A is dated on 2nd of March 2016. This was the letter given by Siddaramaiah to the Karnataka Speaker at the time when the controversy first broke about how a Chief Minister who claims to be a messiah for the martyrs has a 70 lakh rupee watch, in which he mentions that he was gifted this watch in July 2015 by Dr. Girish Chandra Verma, who is a non-resident Indian based in Dubai. I want our viewers to remember this. Dr. Girish Verma, NRI based in Dubai, gifted Siddaramaiah the watch. Now, fast forward a few months later, this is Exhibit B, is what we are looking at. Exhibit B is essentially a document which is essentially a screenshot of a tweet which was sent out by Siddaramaiah on the 24th of August 2016, in which he says that a government hospital in Udupi shall be handed over to a UAE-based entrepreneur, B.R. Shetty, to develop into a multi-speciality hospital. So once again, entrepreneur B.R. Shetty gets, based in UAE, based in Dubai, gets a hospital in Udupi to turn into a multi-speciality hospital. Then Exhibit C is this MOU which we have accessed here through DSP Anupama Shenoy. This MOU goes on to say that about 3.88 acres of prime land in Udupi has been given to B.R. Shetty virtually free of cost for a period of at least 30 years for him to develop it into a hospital and other residential projects here. And finally, we come to Exhibit D, which draws the link between Girish Chandra Verma and B.R. Shetty. You would already realize that both of them are from UAE, and we understand that the hospital run by Girish Verma, the hospital run by B.R. Shetty in UAE, which is NMC Heart Care, employs Dr. Girish Chandra Verma. So essentially, the man who gifted Chief Minister Siddaramaiah a 70 lakh rupee watch works for the same entrepreneur who was given land of 3.88 acres at a throwaway price in order to build a hospital. This, according to DSP Anupama Shenoy, is proof of a quid pro quo in which a watch worth 70 lakhs was gifted to Siddaramaiah in order to ensure that this deal happens.
All right, Ritanshu, many thanks for giving us all those details. As Ritanshu was pointing out, there is a clear evidence that is available that could link these particular contracts that have been awarded to B.R. Shetty by Siddaramaiah's government in exchange for that 70 lakh rupee hublot watch. Remains to be seen whether Siddaramaiah and his government will find the time to actually answer these difficult questions if they get the time from playing those petty politics by fanning those Kannada sentiments. But listen in to some sound bites that are coming in on this exclusive story.
This allegation needs to be investigated thoroughly. The government should answer how these two contracts were awarded to a company in which Girish Chandra Verma is working as an employee, from whom the Chief Minister has accepted a very expensive present. Did Girish Chandra give that present, or did B.R. Shetty give the present through Girish Chandra Verma? Has to be probed and find out.
See, it's not about the watch, it's about the time and the timing. The Chief Minister had flaunted his watches in so many various programs, and this information was given by former Chief Minister of Karnataka, H.D. Kumaraswamy, which said that it is really murkier. Today we all know that the truth is coming out, wherein we know that a lot of watches were presented to the Chief Minister for getting some benefits. What I would say is that there has to be a proper investigation, not only on this watch, the number of watches which Chief Minister have worn, highly expensive watches, there has to be a proper investigation done on this.